What is going on, everyone? My name is James Livingston, trader over here. Just kind of going over the market here this evening. Want to touch base on just what we've seen throughout the market here today, as far as a couple other plays as well that I did upload yesterday in yesterday's video. Just to kind of give you a brief overview of what I'm looking at now on those ones. Obviously, if we look at SPY here, kind of what we all associate with the market. You can see that on the daily time frame, we got this nice big push. Mostly, I believe, towards the end of the day here. Wasn't anything really to write home about during the day. If you look at the 15-minute, just a lot of consolidation before ultimately at just about 3:15 when we got that push, that volume push to the upside. Broke out over 490 psych level. We are starting to top out around 491.40, 491.50, if you will. With this kind of a movement, you'd almost anticipate with that kind of a push that we might get a gap up tomorrow morning. Not to be, not obviously what is going to happen, but generally when we have these big pushes of momentum, especially towards the end of the day after a lot of consolidation, generally price action gets pushed even higher the next day. Now this tends to trap a lot of people first thing in the morning. So Tuesday morning, be very, very careful trying to hop into this and catching it long. It's a very good opportunity for a lot of short sellers to get in and wipe out the bulls. So one of the things we talked about in our community, obviously if you guys want to join the Alpha Stocks Lab community, you want to click that link down below. But something we talked about was this pattern here. Now, typically when I see this pattern, I do think a little bit more bearish, unless we can break out of the upper trend line, which you can see right here. Again, we had this nice tight consolidation right down here, a very clear trend moving up, higher highs, higher lows, and then ultimately the breakout right there at about 489. Just about what we said. Again, we said all this yesterday on Sunday's class, not here on my channel, but in our Discord. So definitely, if you're looking for a great spot to be at, a place to learn, a place that actually cares about the traders within it, definitely click that link below in my description to join the Alpha Stocks Lab community. So that's what I'm looking at on SPY. Obviously looking for some continuation. Typically when you break out of these patterns, you want to see a retracement to that trend line, followed by a continuation onward and upward. A couple stocks I want to check out here. I am still within my PayPal position that I did let you guys know about. We did re-enter back into that bull flag that we were forming. So an obvious false breakdown from the news on Thursday. More of a sell the news event by the dip, in my opinion. Got a nice push up. We are above our trend line, our descending trend line right now. I'd like to see a possible pullback to that 62.30 range, 62.50, and see a nice hold and bounce to go higher, plus 65 if not more. So that's what I'm looking on PayPal. Again, I still have my position there. We did play Upstart here today. I've been talking about Upstart for a little bit, about a week or so now. I feel like it's just getting ready to. I think that on the daily time frame, if we really zoom in here, it's gonna get distorted. But essentially, a nice inverse head and shoulders that I believe is forming here. You can see where we talked about it down here, the push up followed by the pull back. This is about to the T what I expected it to do. We have this range here from about 36 all the way up into the 37.5 range. Breakout over 38. I think we can start really trending up into the 40s pretty strongly. So I like that one. Pins, we are at that breakout spot that I was referring to before at about 38.70 in the last video. We did have a nice strong push, good close. I think this one's going to continue onward. I don't personally have a position in this just yet. I'll probably be watching for a pullback, but ultimately that $43 to $45 is my target on this one. It's playing out to the T. Roku, a really big one actually. This one got a nice break. Similar setup to the Upstart where we have the shoulder, the head, and the other shoulder. A little inverse head and shoulders here with a neckline at about $94.76, $94.75. We'll say $95 roughly. Break that $95. I think we got some room to push back up towards 100. Overall market's very strong today, guys. Not really looking bearish on many. The only thing that didn't really make the move for me just yet was Procter & Gamble. We did get a push up, but a rejection ultimately on the day. I think that typically Procter & Gamble stock does move opposite of SPY, so I do believe we might get a little bit of a pullback tomorrow. I am looking for a possible dip add down in the 154.60 to 154.75 range. So I'd be looking at that spot for a general add on this one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Procter & Gamble can't covered. Hi, buddy.
I surprised you.
You surprised me. What do you got, a Milano? You gonna share?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You got one for me when I come down?
Yeah.
Alright, thank you.
Mouse is coming to play.
Uh-huh. He always does.
What?
So yeah, on PG, Roku, pins, those are the ones I'm really looking at this week. Roku has kind of made the move that I was hoping for. Got a nice push right out of that channel that it was kind of consolidating in. Now pushing up towards, again, that high that we're looking to break. But it made a nice move there. Pins, same thing, making good moves here today. Walmart, what a banger. We did a video on this one just a couple days ago, going over exactly what I was expecting to happen, which was the gap fill from previous earnings. I think we've still got a little bit more room to squeeze out, but I did go ahead and take profits on my hold at about 165.40, I think it was, which coincidentally was just about our top for the day. So for once, I actually nailed the top. And then, of course, like I said, I'm holding PayPal as well right now. PayPal is my only hold that I've got currently. Everything else, I'm kind of just waiting for some dips. But definitely keeping an eye on all these stocks. So again, if you guys did like the video, please do leave a like. Really helps me to just keep making these, as well as know what you guys are thinking. Give me a comment down below if anything doesn't really make sense to you, or if you just have any questions or any stocks you'd like me to check out in future videos. And again, if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe, as it motivates me to just keep making these, build a nice community here. But otherwise, guys, have a great rest of your day. Have a good evening. Happy trading, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.